We bought this farmstead. Now I'll give you a tour of the property and the house, but first let's go step by step.
At the end of winter, I accidentally found an ad for a house for $1,200, and by pure chance I found $1,200 in my pocket and realized it was a sign.
I prayed and decided that if my wife agreed to go and take a look, then it meant we should buy it. When I suggested to my wife that we go take a look, I was sure she wouldn't want to go anywhere, but to my surprise, she agreed. So, Olya and I found a house and we want to buy it. Here it is. Let's go take a look. Oh, we probably can't get through here. Do you think we can get through? Ooh. Well, I've already got some snow on me. No, I don't think it's going to work.
What's the point? Well, let's just look from here.
Oh, wow. Look at these buildings here. They're really interesting. No, well, there's probably no point in restoring this. Still, we should go in and take a look. I'll go. It doesn't matter. I'll get snow all over me. My legs are sinking in up to my knees.
It was a mistake.
Oh, we're making progress. Oh. It's not clear, of course, what it's like underneath, but from above you can still see some good logs. Well, most likely the bottom logs will be rotten. When we went to see this house, or rather the plot, because there's really nothing left of the house here, my wife was sure it was just a walk, but I was already determined. And after a short conversation, we bought this farmstead, and as soon as spring came, we enthusiastically started clearing the plot. We cut off the dry branches and tidied up a bit here, but this is just the very beginning. We've only cleared a little bit at the edge, and further on there, let's show what's going on. The whole area is overgrown with these old trees. These are the thickets. Alright, everyone is following me through. Alright, you need to duck down here. Here, it's overgrown with bushes. This is just a regular willow. We need to cut it all out. Right here. And there are a lot of trees, apple trees. Old ones like these. Most of the branches are dry. Absolutely. All of this needs to be trimmed. Here. Such a big apple orchard. There's a lot of hogweed. Here it is. It's much taller than me. Even though I'm almost 2 meters tall, the hogweed is about 3 meters tall. Everything was overgrown with these kinds of stalks. Just yesterday, the kids and I tidied things up a bit. So, some trees have already fallen here. Apparently there were a lot of apples. And the most interesting thing is there's a huge fir tree growing here. Like this.
Pretty.
Pretty. Cool. Green. Look how thick the trunk is. The tree is about 30 years old. Now, let's take a look at the bathhouse. Here it is. The roof has separated from the bathhouse itself. Look, the window has already sunk into the ground. This used to be a traditional smoke sauna. It's already dangerous to go in here. And there's another little window in the ground. Over there in the corner, there's a hole, probably where the smoke used to come out. We probably won't be using this bathhouse anymore. Alright. There's a bunch of dirt here. As I understand it, the neighbors dug out a pond. Well, that's not a big deal. We can play games called King of the Hill. Has anyone played King of the Hill?
No.
Let's play.
How do you play?
Well, it's like who pushes whom off the hill.
Oh, let's go.
That's it. I won. I won. So, well, let's keep looking around. And here, roe deer walk around. And there's a lot of it here. The whole garden is covered in these little balls. Because there are a lot of apples here under these apple trees. And all winter, roe deer come and eat. And here there are fields and forests all around. Our plot ends right here. There's a little stream flowing here. And behind our plot there's a big field with hogweed. Over there people plant potatoes. Further on, but here we only have hogweed. Yeah, that's not great, of course. It's very hard to fight hogweed. Well, we'll figure something out. We might have to ask the village council for help, so they can help us get rid of it. Look how many seeds it has on it. Now we're going to get to work. We'll cut down all these trees and bushes. Let's go. My workers are already fully prepared. Are you ready to work?
Yes.
Ready? Yesterday we cleared and cut down most of the area right here. There were bushes and dry trees growing here. There was a huge bonfire here yesterday. Beautiful. It's so nice to see how the property is transforming. We've already cleared such a large area. Here they were. Overgrown thickets. That's how everything is there. But that's only about 10% of the whole area. It's okay. We'll handle it little by little. I have so many helpers. It's time to give a house tour. I need to somehow make my way to the door.
Opa.
I'll answer a question that many people ask in the comments right away. Why does such a terrible house cost so much? This house is actually worth nothing. I didn't buy the house. I bought the land, 2,200 square meters, very close to the city. It's a very good price. I paid $1,200 for such a wonderful homestead. When I bought it, I didn't go inside the house. The house isn't particularly valuable. Basically, the logs on top are good. But at the bottom, it's all sunk into the ground. Restoring it probably doesn't make sense. Look at what's going on here. So much trash. Here. The logs have already drifted apart. There are holes like this. Everything is crooked. Alright, let's go take a look together at what we've got. Well, what do you think? Are you ready?
We're ready.
Ready? Let's open it.
Let's open it.
Wow, well, this cupboard came with the place. Quiet, don't come in. This hand plane came with the place. Alright, step aside. Look at what's going on here. Here's this huge chimney that's really leaning, and it's being held up by this. If you blow on it hard enough, it might collapse. It's not clear which way it will fall. And this is the same thing. That's why we're climbing up to the roof now to take apart the chimney first, because we won't be able to get a good look otherwise. It's life-threatening. It's not that I'm scared, it's just that I'm responsible for them too. Who will take them home if the chimney falls on me? For now, we're closing the house. Now we'll climb up and take the chimney apart first. Shall we go? That's why the chimney hasn't fallen until now. It's being held right here by the slate. Here, it's pressed down. If I remove this metal sheet now, it'll collapse. We need to take it apart carefully somehow. Let's try. Throw it inside. They're falling right into the house. Oh, that's it. It's scary. Let's try. That's it. We need all the rest. Lower it down over the roofing sheets. Is there anyone there? Okay. The train cars have started moving. That's all. It's stuck. We need to give it a push. Interested? Well, we can already take a look at the attic. Can you see anything or not? Let's climb inside. Look. I saw a bunch of frames and realized it was a beehive, but this part, I don't understand what it is. Some kind of ancient device for something. Maybe something is supposed to hang there. I don't know what it could be. Oh, that's how they used to make the lathing. And this one probably are parts from that device. Some kind of strange ones. Some kind of wheel. And this is a shovel. Oh no, this is probably also something from that device. Take a look. That's made in an interesting way. This is made from a solid log. There are no joints here. The log just goes through. It's carved out like this. Wow, so much work was done just to make some kind of strange shovel. I wonder what this was. Maybe some kind of scales. You put it here, it weighs it, and this is the pointer. Oh, so many frames. It looks like a beekeeper lived here. I wonder what is this? These are thin plates. It looks like they're made of wood or maybe something else. They're connected by threads. Interesting. There's another one over there. Maybe it's some kind of spinning wheel? Something interesting. This is probably for ironing clothes. An ancient iron. Alright. Alright, let's keep taking apart the pipe. Wait, I haven't shown you something else yet. This is interesting. A homemade hacksaw. Look at this. It's made from a sheet of metal. It has teeth like this and a handle welded on like this. That's cool. Here it is. It was still caught on the ceiling framing a bit here. It collapsed. Well, I think it's safe to go into the house now. I climbed in by standing on the pipe, but how do I get out? Alright, let's set the beehive under there now. Wow, we threw in so many bricks. Oh. Everything went dark before my eyes. Let's go take a look around the house. Alright. Hang on. Let's take a stick. I'll show you why right now. Because it's not completely safe here yet. Here. We need to push it somehow.
Can we?
No, you can't go in yet. It's still dangerous here. The stove is still standing at an angle. It might fall, but it's still okay for now. It's barely standing, and here it is. This stove is held up by this little partition. That's it. Well, I guess now we can go in. Phew. So much dust. Oh, look at that. Even the light bulb didn't break. Alright, so the light bulbs here don't work. A packaged stick. I don't know what it's for. This is a stone for sharpening knives. Oh, I skipped something for you. I didn't show you the wardrobe. So, the wardrobe is also standing at an angle. Now, does anyone know what this is? Who remembers? This is a clasp from a briefcase that was around back in the Soviet Union. I used to carry a briefcase like this when I was a kid. It was made of faux leather. And it had two clasps like this, or was there just one on it? There's nothing in the wardrobe. There are hangers hanging there. Phew, I kicked up a lot of dust. Alright, and this is the refrigerator. The stools are sturdy. Alright. Look at the ceiling. It's still in decent shape. The ceiling actually looks pretty good. I hope I don't get the idea to restore this house. I really hope so. Look, it's like a swamp in here. That's why the stoves collapsed. Look how much water there is. Well, basically, there's nothing to see here. There's a bunch of junk thrown around. There's so much work here. All of this needs to be taken out. Burn it. So much trash needs to be taken out. Oh. These are the jars you put on your back. They go pop and stick to you. There are a few of them over there. Here, this is an ancient flashlight. It even has these kinds of bulbs. All right. Invoice for the report. Well, that's all. That's the kind of tour this is. I almost fell through. All right, let's get out of here somehow. BMW. The last time someone lived here was in 2003. The neighbors say that no one has lived here for more than 30 years. Here's the old-fashioned meter. Well, the electricity is turned off here. It will need to be reconnected. You have to sign a new contract. I went through this procedure at my own house recently. The procedure isn't cheap. You'll need to buy a new meter. You'll have to pay the installers who will put the meter on the pole. You'll also have to pay for the connection. Basically, reconnecting the power will cost about as much as the house itself, but we'll get it done little by little. So, what's here? Oh, these were some old transformers. It's like some kind of toy car. Then it stands up and turns into a robot. Well, that's it. Well, that's my little tour. Please subscribe to the channel. It'll be easier together. I wish you happiness, health, good luck to everyone, and goodbye.